Hey guys, welcome back. This is another weekly reset video and I am struggling. I am so overwhelmed. I've been so busy with work lately. I feel like I have gotten behind on all of the things. I do have laundry caught up, thankfully, but I do need to get it put away. So it's sitting everywhere. My house is trashed because we just hosted Memorial Day. I have been working so much. I feel like I've been really away from my house a lot. And because I'm a homebody, that makes me feel really disjointed. Like I feel like I can't go into the world properly with my mind clear without having my house in order. And I feel like it hasn't been that way in a few weeks. I missed last week's reset video just because I am so backlogged with work and all of the things that I need to get done for that. I was actually just contemplating skipping this completely and not cleaning at all today and doing nothing, but I was watching my friend Robin on her channel do her weekly reset and she actually got me motivated. So that's why I do these for you guys. If you feel like you need the motivation, that's definitely what today is all about. I am going to be everywhere. I'm putting away Memorial Day decor. I'm cleaning. I'm going to probably head out to the garden and do some watering. I may share my garden with you. I've got some plants that are struggling, so maybe you guys can give me some advice on that. But I got a lot to do and I do have to work today, so it's time to get started. So I'm just going to get started by getting the Memorial Day decorations put up. I have just one tote of Americana decor, and I actually had planned on sharing with you my Memorial Day decorating and the porch progress, but life just got away from me and I just didn't have time. I did end up decorating, but I just knew that there would not be any chance for me to be able to film and edit and get the video uploaded to you in an amount of time that was reasonable for you to be able to see it before the holiday. So that's okay. There's always next time. Unfortunately, I will not be decorating for the 4th of July holiday because I often travel for work. That's my final travel trip of the year. And then the rest of the year is completely void of all sorts of travel and additional training and things that we have to do. A lot of you guys know that I am a martial arts instructor by trade, and so we are rounding out our competitive season, and typically our national competition is held in Fort Lauderdale, so I will be there for the end of June and the beginning of July for that. So unfortunately, I will not be decorating for the 4th this year. I feel like it's been a bit since I got a chance to catch up with you guys. Just missing one weekly reset video really made me feel like I had lost touch with you guys. So I would love to know in the comments what you've been up to. How has your spring been going? I know that a lot of you guys are starting to finally get some warm weather, and I'm so happy for you guys. I know you were really waiting for that, and we have entered into the extreme heat, extreme humidity. It's time. Summer in Florida has arrived, and so you'll see that I spend a little bit more time indoors as we progress through the next few months. But that's okay. I love decorating. I love bringing you guys along thrifting and antiquing and all sorts of other things. I feel like I got a lot of work done in my garden this year. And I will be sharing with you guys at the end of this video a small garden tour, just to kind of show you a few peeks of how things are growing and how things are going back there. So stay tuned at the end of the video for that. I'm also going to be sharing with you a few thrift finds. Believe it or not, I'm already thinking about fall, so I'll talk more with you guys about that here shortly as well.
Four feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway.
I know a lot of you guys watched my video where I was kind of going over my Pinterest plans for summer, and you can see in the background I have kind of played around with a little bit of decorating. I do like to decorate everything before I film it for you guys, mostly because I tend to change things excessively. I I have moved things already so many times. You can see in the back there, I've got sort of a little bit of decor set up in the corner area and got a little island decorating done there. Nothing that is set in stone, so it may end up getting changed. But a lot of you guys watched my video where I was discussing the Nancy Myers decorating style and how I was new to that, and I had not heard of that until recently. So I've just kind of been playing around with some ideas, and I cannot wait to share what I'll be doing for the summer. A lot of you had heard me say in a previous video that my summer totes went missing. I have sadly still not been able to find them. I did search my upstairs spare room closet. I thought maybe I put them away in the house. They're not there. I have yet to get into the storage shed because I'm going to be buying, well, actually, I already bought it. I'm going to be having my husband put together for me a small storage shed for my decor that I can keep close to the house and down here on the ground floor level. My storage is all up in the loft, in the attic, in the shed, and it's just really difficult for me to get the heavy bins down. So maybe once I get that shed put up, and I transfer all my bins to it, I am so hopeful that the summer totes will turn up and I'll be able to kind of incorporate a little bit of that as we go through the summer season as well.
I'm befriended in an illusion. I could never stand to lose you. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended in an illusion.
Something I do want to get your opinion on is whether or not you guys might be interested in me putting together a Q&A style video. There's a few channels that I really enjoy watching that have done that recently, and it is actually quite enjoyable, I think, to be able to submit a question and have that person answer the question directly. I have seen a few people do this where they will do it over a Sunday reset as a voiceover, sort of like I am doing now, where you guys could ask me questions and I could go through the video on my weekly reset and answer any of the questions that you guys submit. I probably would ask that you would submit the questions to my Instagram. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, I will go ahead and put my handle on the screen, but it's basically Goode_home, kind of like my channel name, Goode with an E _home. So if that's something that you would be interested in seeing, please leave me a comment and let me know, because I really enjoy watching those from the other channels that I watch, and I was thinking about, maybe doing one of those as well. So you guys, I do this every single year. Every summer, I like to use this plug-in. It's like one of those essential oil warmers or whatever. And every single year, this is the third year I've had this, and every single year I go to Walmart and I buy Better Homes and Gardens scent, because I always think it looks like the one that I used last year. And this is Yankee Candle brand. So these don't fit. I'm just gonna stick this in here. I'm gonna have to go get another one, but I think what I might do, I'm not gonna return this. I think I'm just gonna go buy a plug-in from the Better Homes and Gardens brand, and then also get a scent from the Yankee Candle line. That way I'll have two. I can put one in the living room and one in the kitchen. So you know, sometimes things don't work out, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. Now, I did wanna share with you, take a look at these. I did hang up some curtains. I'm gonna be doing a lot of decorating in the coming weeks, and you guys, I'm gonna share with you all of my summer decor. But a lot of you were with me when I planted this window box, or when I had newly planted it. I didn't actually film planting it. And these are just impatiens, I think, and they have bloomed so well. When we go outside, I'll share with you just how full and pretty they are, but this has really been a nice addition to my kitchen in the summertime. I love being able to do my dishes and look out and just see all of the pretty colors. And this year I just went with a simple, like, single color, one type of floral, and I really like the way it looks. So just wanted to share that with you because I'm struggling over here with this, and then I'm enjoying my flowers. And you know, that's sometimes how it goes when you're cleaning. You get a little distracted. I tend to do that a lot. Something that I am really excited about is my upcoming baby shower that I'll be hosting here for my daughter at the beginning of June. She is expecting. My grandson will be arriving in August, so we're really looking forward to going through summer and celebrating with family and friends. It's such an exciting time, and I am so looking forward to it. So I would love to know if you guys have any fun things that you're looking forward to this summer, whether it be family time or travel or just downtime. Leave me a comment and let me know, what are you most looking forward to for the summer? So I'm just about ready to vacuum and mop. I want to sort of organize my living room section. I'm not going to be doing a lot of cleaning over here, but I do want to wash the throw that I have over this chair. Some of you guys know I recently got this chair. I absolutely love it, and my dog Molly is such a mess in the summer. She brings in so much dirt and sand because she spends a lot of time outdoors, and I am doing everything I can to protect this chair and keep it looking nice and new. So when I'm home, I typically have it covered with those drop cloths in many, many layers just to keep it looking good. So I'm gonna just kind of set up my neutral pillows. I do have these blue pillows that I'll be using for the summer decorating. I'm not quite ready to share the living room decor with you guys because I am still sort of playing around with how I want it to look. So I'm just gonna set these pillows aside and stay with the neutral ones for now. But that is coming soon, you guys. If you like decorating, you're in the right place, because after June 8th, I will have a ton of summer decorating. I'll go over all the details with you on what I am going to be using and the style that I'm going for. So be sure that you are subscribed. I'm sorry about the lighting right now, but I just wanted to share with you, I don't know if you guys do this, but I am always on the hunt for fall decor when I'm thrifting. I know it's a little early to be talking about fall. However, Hobby Lobby does have their fall selection started, at least in my area. And I'm always looking for fall items just because it's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite season to decorate for. So I wanted to share with you, I was recently at Goodwill. I may have already shared with you this Goodwill trip where I saw this, but I wanted to share with you this. I've kind of had it just sitting here on the floor, trying to gain some inspiration and think about how I want to go forward this year for fall. But let me share with you what I found. So I found this. I don't actually know what this is. It's like florals on a little wooden platform. It was $3.98, but this is the color scheme I want to go with. It's a little dark in here right now, so I feel like the colors really aren't coming through the way they are in real life. But this sort of like burnt mauve and this deep sort of, I don't know, deep mauve color. It's not bright or anything like that. It's just really, it's very romantic looking to me and very feminine. And I think I want to go in this direction for fall rather than go with all of the bright oranges. I love the idea of using these muted florals. So I'm going to be on the hunt for more of these, but check this out. I never come across beautiful baskets like this one when I'm thrifting anymore. I used to find these all the time, but this thing is massive. It's a wooden topped picnic basket, and it's pretty large. It's in really good condition. It was $8.98. And I love this. I think this is so pretty for fall, whether or not I find more florals and fill it up, or if I just use that as a base. Oh, the lighting is so bad right now, you guys, but this is really pretty. Let me move to a place where we've got better lighting. Okay, this is better. This is much better. Okay, so I just think this is really pretty just the way it is. Sort of laid on top of this. I can set this down on the floor or over by my fireplace, but this is definitely the direction I want to go in for fall. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you've even begun thinking about fall. Actually, if I'm being honest, I never stop thinking about fall. So that's always on my mind. I'm always on the hunt for items. But every once in a while in these weekly resets, I like to just share with you items that I find that, catch my eye and kind of how I'm going about my planning. That way you guys can get a sense for how I find the deals that I find. A lot of you guys have asked in the past about how to be successful thrifting, and that's really the secret, I think, is just, always be on the hunt for items that you love all throughout the year, not season specific. We got a lot more cleaning to do. I just wanted to share with you that because it was on the floor and I needed to move it because I'm going to vacuum and mop now.
4 feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping I could smell the pines.
Aside from the Q&A video I had mentioned a few minutes ago, I would also love to know what other types of content are you interested in seeing? Obviously, you guys know I love decorating and thrifting. Those are my favorites. Recently, I've been sort of trying out different video formats. Last week, I did a video that was sort of going over my top reasons why I love my small home. And then I also did some haul videos for summer must-haves. And I would just love to know, what sort of video are you guys mainly searching for when you sit down to watch YouTube? Are you basically looking just for decorating? Are you looking for shopping ideas, how to find deals, tips and tricks? What is the main source of inspiration that you are looking for? Because I really do want to start trying to add a third video each week to my channel once the summer busy season is over and I start heading into the end of June. But I'm just not exactly sure what type of video I would end up doing for that. So any ideas that you might have, I would definitely appreciate. As you guys know, I do not like mopping. I absolutely hate mopping, and it is time to get that done. So hopefully I will be able to get this done quickly because I do want to share with you a little bit of the progress on the screen room that we have been building and take you on a little quickie garden tour. So let's get this mopping done quickly so we can go do something fun outside.
Stand to lose, yeah, I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended and in a I'm befriended in an illusion.
Can you guys see how dirty my area rug is? This is one that I picked up at the beginning of the spring and I absolutely loved it. It was this really fresh looking crisp white and it had this really neutral pattern to it and it was so pretty. And it is just a disaster. Light colored rugs are not something that I need to be having. I did have a darker one here for the fall and also for the winter. But I have since moved that one upstairs to my bedroom. I can't wait to share my bedroom with you guys. It has been done for a while now, and I just need to find the time to get that video filmed. But that dark colored rug is perfect upstairs. So I am on the hunt for a new area rug. This one says it's washable, and I do have a Bissell carpet cleaner that I probably should take a few minutes and clean it up. I may end up doing that in a future reset video, but I think I need to swap it out for something a little bit darker so that it doesn't show the dirt so much.
Four feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway. Out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm befriended in an illusion. I could never stand.
It has been a little bit since I shared with you the outside, and even though my porch is still decorated for spring, you can see I still have my bunny picture up here. My garden has changed quite a bit since I shared with you. Most of the gardening videos that I posted were filmed over a month ago, and so you know things change in the garden all the time. So I thought it would be fun just to kind of take you around and show you how things are looking. And then I also am having a little bit of a problem in my back garden bed, and I thought maybe some of you guys who are avid gardeners might be able to help me out with it. So let me turn the camera around and I'm going to share with you my side garden, which I'm very happy with right now. Now, a lot of you guys know that we recently added in this screen room, and I'll be taking you guys in there in just a minute. We're still finishing up the internal construction and the ceiling. Looks like we got a storm coming too. But I did want to just share with you this because this has changed a lot since the last time I was over here with you guys. And basically what I ended up having to do was I have an azalea here, and I also now have one here. That one used to be over here, but the sun throughout the course of, approaching the summer, the sun has moved more overhead, and when I originally put this screen room up, it blocked all of the sun for this garden bed completely. So when I originally planted it up, I bought a lot of shade-loving plants, and now they were in full sun. So you can see my azaleas took a little bit of a hit while they were over there. You can see that they are pretty crispy. I'm hoping that I saved them, and I'm hoping that I moved them in time, and I'm hoping that they will do well here. I know azaleas get big, so I'll have to keep them trimmed, and they bloom white, so I think they'll be a really pretty contrast to all the green. This is a geranium. It does have orange blooms, but it's pretty well shaded, so I think the number of blooms will be limited, which is good because I'm not a fan of orange. I have I can't think of the word right now for what that plant is. And then I've got my plastic plant. You guys, this is becoming a running joke because this little spiral topiary I thrifted, and I have it in a pot, just in a hole in the ground because I don't know what I want to plant there. And so until then, I'm just going to leave it. I've got these. These are dwarf pink Nandina in a row. They are really loving this spot. Since I planted them here, they have really put on a lot of growth, and they're filling up. I also, the last time we were together, trimmed my sunshine ligustrum, and you can see they are just going bonanza here with growth. I've got some pink geraniums over here as well. I did have something eating it, like a little worm, but I eventually found it and was able to eradicate that problem. So the leaves are coming back in. I've got a lily that has no more blooms. I have my King's Mantle here. Some of you guys have heard me talk about this. It's one of my favorites, and I love the blooms on it. It does have some blooms now coming in. You can see it's purple with a little bit of a yellow throat. So pretty. This thing has taken off since the last time I shared with you what it was looking like. And then this is my window box from the outside. This is where my kitchen sink is. Look how pretty these are, you guys. I absolutely adore these impatiens. The color is so soft and so pretty. It gives a very cottage vibe. I absolutely love this one. I think impatiens are going to be my window box plant of choice for future seasons as well, because they just really do well here. Now I do have a little bit of a struggle on this side. I do have similar plant, which name I cannot think of, in that pot. I've got some foxtail fern, and then it's kind of hidden right now, but I do have a hydrangea here, which is very much shaded, and it's doing very well here. Hydrangea does not typically do well in my area just because of the extreme heat, but because of the giant leaves giving it shade and the fact that it's sort of protected by the screen room, I'm hopeful that it will do well here. Our grass is coming in pretty well. It's been hot and dry here, so I've been trying to hand water. And we do have these steps to nowhere. This is basically, this was how we got onto the patio previously before we built that screen room. So these will end up getting moved to the back, into the backyard and garden area. But this is how everything is looking right now. And I'm actually really happy with the way this section of the house is shaping up. Now, I am thinking that I may want to get a little fountain here. Not one that I would have to like hardwire plumbing for, but I've seen them on Amazon where you just like run a wire, plug it in, and then you just keep it filled with water. That would be really pretty there in the center, and I could kind of plant up a little circular bed around it, and that just keeps falling off. My husband used to do aluminum, and he just hasn't secured that piece well, so he's got to get up there and do that. But this is what the front looks like right now, and I am loving it. Let's head over to the screen room on the inside, and I'll share with you the progress that we've made in there. Okay, you guys, I know this is not much to look at right now, but things have been progressing pretty well. You can see that we have our ceiling fans, and actually I need them. Oh, I gotta turn that light off. My husband is in the process of finishing up the ceiling here, and you can see what he's doing is I'm gonna have to sand these boards. I'm thinking I may end up wanting to paint them. This doesn't look like much right now, but eventually it'll look like that. I like the look of that three-dimensional drop ceiling. I think that's really unique. And these are just basically boards, and he's kind of cutting them to size and putting them in a way that gives a little bit of visual interest, but you can see the trusses here. So this is not done. Once we get all of the construction done and I get this area cleaned up, I cannot wait to share with you. I've got some new patio furniture coming in. You can see I do have some new chairs here that we just recently unboxed. We used them for Memorial Day, and I love them. I want to get another set of them. They're from Amazon, and they're really pretty. I will link them if you guys are on the hunt for any patio furniture, because these were very reasonable. They're stackable, they're small, they were easy to put together, and they were a really good price. So I've got that. And then I do have a new section of furniture that I'm going to be placing here in this area. And then as I come around here, this is how we get to the backyard. And this is how the backyard is shaping up. We still have Memorial Day stuff up because we had a pool party and barbecue. And just got to take that gazebo down. But this is how the back garden is shaping up. And you guys, overall, I'm pretty happy with how things are going in this garden. But look at my azalea. They are really struggling. Now, they look like they're not getting enough water, but I will tell you, these things I water morning and night. There may have been a day or so that I missed watering, but I feel like there's something else going on here. I would love to know if you guys know anything about azalea, whether or not this is something I can fix. Maybe it's a nutrient deficiency. Or maybe it's just too hot back here. This is a full sun area. We're starting to really warm up. These azalea were in a full sun section of the nursery, and they say that they like 6 to 8 hours of sun. But maybe it's the fact that they're in front of this white metal, and it's like reflecting the light and the heat onto them that is causing them to, I don't know, kind of look fried. But I feel like if that was the case, the side that's near the white metal would be more burnt than the side on on my side. So I don't know, you guys, I need help with that. If you have any ideas, if they die, I do have a backup plan to replace them with some Texas sage. I'll bring you over by my pool area because I really have a beautiful Texas sage that I love. But I had recently, in a recent video, shown you that I just take a shovel to this dianthus and I kind of like chop it down the middle and I move it. And I did that recently, and this was actually blooming a bit ago. This is the dianthus plant. It's doing well. It's got to put on some growth, but it looks pretty happy there. I have my lemon drift roses. I love these. These are prolific here. I actually have already trimmed them back once, and I need to trim them again. I've got some petunias here. I don't know if these are super tunia or what they are. I got them on clearance for like $2 each, but I just like the yellow. So everything here in this section is going well. And then I'm going to take you really quickly over to this section. A lot of you guys saw that I did some work in a recent reset video, but take a look at this. These mums are going gangbusters. They are very happy in this section. The little one on the left there is also mums. I just don't think it's getting enough sun because they were the same size when I planted them here. My rose is doing very well. I do need to trim off the dead heads of those so that I can encourage more growth, but overall I'm very happy with the way that is looking. And then some of you guys may not know, but I have a blackberry bush here. This is turning into a garden tour apparently. But I do have a blackberry bush here that is starting to put on some fruit. We actually had a ripe one the other day. It was the first ripening one and it was delicious. So these are coming in pretty well now. You guys know my mulberry recently finished, so it's blackberry season time now. And then over here is my pineapple patch. I actually have 2 pineapples coming in. Those will probably be done by maybe the end of July. And pineapple do take a long time, but boy, are they good. They are so juicy and delicious. And then I also have another blackberry plant back there beside the AC unit. It's not doing as well, but it's there, and if it takes off, I will end up trellising it as well. But I've got one that's, it's got, look at this. Look at these little suckers. These stink bugs are taking over. I hate these bugs so much. Look at that. Look at that. Dang it. It was really going crazy there on my blackberry. See, that's what happens in Florida. We get so many bugs. I don't know, maybe that's everywhere, but those blackberries are delicious, and apparently even the stink bugs know it. My mulberry tree is giant, but it is done. It's not taking any more, it's not giving any more berries, so that thing is done. So that's pretty much what we've got going on back in the backyard. I would love any input you can give me about the azalea over here in the garden. The grass is starting to fill in. You guys know I just pretty much have weeds in the back. As long as it's green, I don't care. But well, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. It was kind of a weird one. I feel like I was all over the place, but that's how I've been feeling lately. And I don't know, I just really felt like I wanted to get out here and share my garden with you and get your thoughts about that azalea. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you have any thoughts about that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you are looking for decorating videos, I've got those coming soon. After next week's weekly reset, you will see a ton of summer decorating because I am putting all of that together now.